Imagine for a moment that love is not something you chase, it's something you attract. Picture yourself walking into a room radiating confidence, ease, and a deep sense of self worth. You don't seek validation, you don't beg for attention, and you certainly don't settle for less than what you deserve. And yet, the right men, men who are confident, kind, and emotionally secure, are naturally drawn to you. They see you, respect you, and are eager to invest in you. Now ask yourself, what is it that makes certain women effortlessly attract the best men while others find themselves caught in cycles of disappointment? It's not luck. It's not about looks, wealth, or social status. It's about energy. It's about the way a woman carries herself, the mindset she embraces, and the standards she refuses to compromise on. There are certain habits that set these women apart, ways of thinking and being that magnetize the kind of love that is fulfilling, passionate, and deeply aligned. And today, we are going to uncover these habits so that you can step into the version of yourself who doesn't chase love, but instead becomes the woman love is drawn to. Everything in the universe operates on frequency and vibration. This is not just philosophy, it is physics. The thoughts you think, the emotions you hold, and the beliefs you carry create an energetic signature that radiates outward, shaping your reality. When it comes to relationships, this energy determines who you attract and how you are treated. A woman who truly understands her worth does not need to chase, beg, or prove her value to anyone. She naturally draws in the kind of man who recognizes and respects her because she has already done the internal work to recognize and respect herself. Many people operate from a place of lack without even realizing it. They believe that love is something they must earn, that their worth is tied to external validation, or that they are incomplete without a relationship. This belief system becomes their emotional foundation, and from that foundation, they attract experiences that reinforce it. A woman who does not feel whole within herself will attract relationships that mirror that insecurity. She may find herself in situations where she is undervalued, disrespected, or treated as an option rather than a priority. The problem is not the men she meets, it is the energy she brings into those interactions. A woman who knows her worth moves differently. She is not desperate for attention because she is already seen by herself. She does not settle for inconsistent effort because she has set a standard for how she expects to be treated. She does not tolerate disrespect because she does not disrespect herself. This energy shift is not about arrogance or superiority, it is about alignment. When you deeply understand your value, you will not entertain anything less than what aligns with that understanding. The men who are unable to meet that standard will naturally fall away. And the ones who recognize and appreciate it will rise to meet you. This is why confidence is so attractive. Confidence is not about physical appearance or external achievements. It is a frequency. It is the unshakable belief that you are enough just as you are. When a woman embodies this, she radiates an effortless magnetism. She does not need to be the loudest in the room, nor does she need to prove herself. Her presence alone speaks volumes. People are drawn to her because she exudes a sense of self-assurance that is rare and powerful. One of the biggest mistakes people make in relationships is placing their self-worth in the hands of another person. They rely on compliments, validation, or affection to feel good about themselves. This creates an unstable emotional state because the moment that external validation is taken away, their sense of self crumbles. A woman who understands her worth does not operate this way. Her confidence is self-generated. She does not need constant reassurance because she already knows who she is. She enjoys love and affection, but she does not depend on it for her happiness. This makes her incredibly attractive because she is whole within herself. She does not bring an energy of neediness or insecurity into the relationship, and as a result, the dynamic remains healthy and balanced. Energy does not lie. A woman who genuinely values herself will not have to force anything in her relationships. She will not have to chase a man's attention or overextend herself to be chosen. She knows that the right man will recognize her value without her needing to convince him. This is because people can feel the difference between someone who truly believes in their worth and someone who is seeking external proof of it. A woman who is secure within herself naturally commands respect not because she demands it, but because she embodies it. The way a woman treats herself sets the tone for how others will treat her. If she prioritizes her well being, sets boundaries, and refuses to accept anything less than what she deserves, the people around her will take note. She does not engage in relationships that drain her energy or make her question her value. She does not allow herself to be in situations where she is not cherished. This does not mean she is unapproachable or rigid. It means she is discerning. She understands that not everyone deserves access to her energy, and she protects it accordingly. Many women believe that attracting a high quality man requires them to change something external, improving their appearance, learning new strategies, or becoming someone they think men will like. But the real transformation happens internally. The moment a woman truly believes in her worth, everything shifts. She no longer accepts breadcrumbs because she knows she deserves the whole feast. She does not fear being alone because she enjoys her own company. She does not lower her standards for the sake of keeping someone in her life. Attraction is not about playing games or manipulating outcomes. It is about embodying a frequency that naturally draws in what aligns with you. A woman who knows her worth does not waste time convincing someone to see her value. She simply becomes the kind of person who attracts the love she desires. And in doing so, she receives it effortlessly. Emotional regulation is one of the most powerful yet overlooked aspects of attraction. It is the ability to manage emotions, respond rather than react, and create a stable internal world that is not easily shaken by external circumstances. When a woman masters this skill, she becomes a source of peace rather than chaos, and this makes her irresistible to a high quality man. She is not easily triggered by small inconveniences, nor does she allow past wounds to dictate her present behavior. Instead, she cultivates emotional intelligence, which allows her to navigate relationships with grace, clarity, and strength. Many people unknowingly carry emotional baggage from past experiences. Old wounds, heartbreaks, and disappointments become stored in the subconscious mind, shaping their expectations and reactions in new relationships. Without realizing it, they operate from a place of fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, or fear of not being enough. These fears create patterns that repeat themselves over and over again. A woman who has not yet mastered emotional regulation might find herself reacting impulsively, overanalyzing every text message, or feeling anxious when she does not receive immediate validation. This energy is not attractive because it signals instability. It sends a message that she is not in control of her internal world, and that makes the relationship feel unpredictable and unsafe. On the other hand, a woman who has done the inner work to regulate her emotions exudes an entirely different energy. She does not let temporary setbacks shake her sense of self-worth. If a man takes a little longer to respond, she does not spiral into self-doubt. If she faces a disagreement, she approaches it with calmness and logic rather than emotional outbursts. This stability is what makes her magnetic. High value men are not drawn to emotional turbulence. They are drawn to a woman who brings peace, not chaos. She becomes a safe space, someone they can trust and build a deep connection with. This does not mean suppressing emotions or pretending not to care. True emotional regulation is not about avoidance, it is about mastery. It means feeling emotions fully without being controlled by them. When frustration arises, she acknowledges it but does not let it dictate her actions. When insecurities surface, she observes them with self-awareness rather than allowing them to sabotage her relationships. She understands that emotions are temporary and she has the power to choose how she responds. This level of self-control is incredibly attractive because it signals maturity, confidence, and a deep sense of self-worth. Another key aspect of emotional regulation is the ability to communicate effectively. When a woman lacks control over her emotions, she may resort to passive-aggressive behavior, silent treatment, or explosive arguments. These patterns create distance rather than intimacy. However, a woman who has mastered emotional regulation communicates her needs in a way that fosters understanding rather than conflict. She does not play mind games or expect her partner to read her mind. Instead, she expresses herself with honesty and clarity, making it easy for her partner to understand her perspective and meet her needs. A high value man is looking for a woman who can handle challenges with grace. Every relationship will face moments of difficulty, misunderstandings, and external stressors. The difference between a strong relationship and a fragile one is how these moments are handled. A woman who reacts impulsively, lashes out, or withdraws emotionally creates instability in the relationship. But a woman who can remain centered and work through problems with logic and emotional balance creates an environment where love can thrive. She does not turn small disagreements into major conflicts. She approaches challenges with a solution oriented mindset, which makes her a true partner rather than an emotional burden. This ability to regulate emotions also influences how a woman perceives herself. A woman who is constantly overwhelmed by her emotions often struggles with self doubt and insecurity, but a woman who has developed emotional mastery feels in control of her life. She does not rely on external circumstances to determine her happiness. Whether she is in a relationship or single, she maintains a strong sense of inner peace. This makes her radiant and magnetic because she is not seeking validation, she is already whole. Men are naturally drawn to women who bring emotional stability into their lives. A high quality man is not looking for someone to fix, save, or emotionally carry. He is looking for someone who can stand beside him as an equal. When a woman has mastered emotional regulation, she becomes that person. She does not allow external factors to dictate her mood, and this creates an environment where love, trust, and connection can flourish. A woman who attracts the best men does not stumble into great relationships by accident. She creates them through vision and intention. She understands that love is not just a matter of luck or fate, but a direct reflection of her inner state and the standards she sets for herself. She does not drift through relationships hoping for the best. Instead, she is intentional about the kind of love she wants to experience. This intentionality shapes her choices, her energy, and ultimately the kind of man she attracts. Many people enter relationships without a clear vision of what they truly want. They settle for what is available rather than what aligns with their deepest desires. They ignore red flags, compromise on their values, and allow external influences to dictate their choices. This is a reactive way of living, where relationships happen by default rather than by design. A woman who operates this way may find herself in situations where she feels unfulfilled, disrespected, or emotionally drained. She may attract partners who do not align with her long-term goals, simply because she has not taken the time to define what those goals are. A woman who lives with vision and intention does things differently. She takes the time to get clear on what kind of relationship she wants, what qualities she values in a partner, and how she wants to feel in love. This clarity allows her to recognize when a connection is aligned and when it is not. She does not waste time on relationships that do not serve her highest good because she is focused on something greater, creating the kind of love that enriches her life. She does not accept treatment that falls short of her standards because she knows exactly what she is worthy of. This kind of woman does not chase, she attracts. She understands that love is not something she needs to force or manipulate. Instead of desperately searching for the right man, she becomes the kind of woman who naturally draws the right man toward her. She does this by aligning her thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality she wants to experience. If she desires a relationship built on respect and deep connection, she cultivates those qualities within herself first. If she wants a partner who is emotionally available and secure, she ensures that she embodies those traits as well. Like attracts like, and she understands that in order to receive the love she desires, she must first become a match to it. This level of intention extends beyond just choosing a partner. It influences how she shows up in every interaction. She is mindful of the energy she brings into her relationships. She does not operate from a place of desperation or scarcity because she knows that love is abundant. She does not settle for inconsistent effort or mixed signals because she is clear on what she deserves. She does not engage in unhealthy relationship patterns because she has already done the inner work to heal and evolve. Every choice she makes is aligned with the kind of love she envisions for herself. A woman with vision and intention also understands the power of boundaries. Because she has a clear sense of what she wants, she is not afraid to walk away from what does not align. She does not entertain relationships that drain her energy, confuse her, or make her question her worth. She respects herself enough to say no to anything that does not feel right. This self respect is incredibly attractive because it signals confidence, self awareness, and strength. A high quality man is drawn to a woman who knows what she wants and is not afraid to stand by her standards. This kind of woman does not allow fear to dictate her choices. Many people stay in unfulfilling relationships because they are afraid of being alone, afraid of not finding something better, or afraid of making the wrong decision. But a woman who lives with vision and intention moves from a place of trust, not fear. She trusts that the right man will meet her at the level she stands. She trusts that by staying true to her values, she will attract a relationship that aligns with them. She trusts that she does not need to rush or settle because what is meant for her will come in divine timing. A woman who embodies this mindset does not experience love as a struggle. She does not engage in exhausting relationships filled with uncertainty, inconsistency, or emotional turmoil. She experiences love as something that flows effortlessly because she has removed the inner resistance that would block it. She understands that great love is not something she must chase, beg for, or cling to. It is something she creates by becoming the woman who is ready to receive it. This shift in perspective changes everything. It transforms the way she carries herself, the way she interacts with men, and the way she experiences relationships. A woman who attracts the best men operates from a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. She does not see love as something rare, difficult to find, or something she has to desperately chase. Instead, she understands that love is abundant, that great men exist, and that she is fully capable of receiving the relationship she desires. This fundamental belief shapes her actions, decisions, and interactions, making her naturally magnetic to the kind of partner she truly wants. Many women unknowingly adopt a scarcity mindset when it comes to love. They believe that good men are hard to find, that relationships always involve struggle, or that they must accept less than they deserve in order to have companionship. This mindset creates an energy of desperation and fear, which ultimately repels the very love they are seeking. A woman who believes that there are limited opportunities for love may tolerate mistreatment, lower her standards, or stay in relationships that no longer serve her because she is afraid of being alone. She may cling to partners who do not value her, believing that it is better to have someone, even if they are not right for her, than to have no one at all. This kind of thinking keeps her stuck in cycles of unfulfilling relationships because she is operating from a place of lack rather than confidence. A woman who truly understands abundance knows that she does not need to force or chase love. She recognizes that just as there are countless opportunities in every other area of life, there are also countless opportunities for deep, meaningful relationships. She does not settle for breadcrumbs of affection or inconsistent effort because she knows that the right person will meet her at her level. She does not allow herself to be treated as an option because she sees herself as a priority. She does not waste time on relationships that drain her energy because she values herself too much to accept anything less than what she truly desires. This belief in abundance gives her the power to walk away when something does not align with her values or vision for love. She is not afraid to be alone because she does not see solitude as a punishment. Instead, she views it as an opportunity to grow, to deepen her self-awareness, and to prepare herself for the kind of relationship she truly wants. She does not fear being single because she knows that being alone and fulfilled is far better than being in a relationship that makes her feel lonely, insecure, or unappreciated. She embraces her independence and trusts that the right man will come into her life when the timing is right. A woman who operates from abundance also radiates confidence. She does not feel the need to prove her worth or compete for a man's attention because she already knows her value. She understands that the right person will see her, appreciate her, and make an effort to be with her without her having to beg for love or validation. This kind of confidence is incredibly attractive because it signals emotional security, self-respect, and a deep sense of inner fulfillment. Men are naturally drawn to women who exude this energy because it shows that they are whole within themselves and do not need external validation to feel complete. This mindset also affects the way she views dating and relationships. She does not approach love with fear or anxiety, but with excitement and curiosity. She enjoys the process of getting to know someone rather than stressing about whether things will work out. She does not rush into relationships out of fear of missing out, nor does she try to control every outcome. Instead, she allows connections to unfold naturally, trusting that what is meant for her will stay and what is not meant for her will fade away. This ease and flow make her incredibly attractive because she is not operating from pressure, stress, or fear. She is simply allowing love to come to her in its own time. A woman who embraces abundance also has strong boundaries. She does not entertain relationships that do not align with her standards because she knows that better opportunities exist. She does not chase after men who show disinterest because she understands that if someone truly values her, they will show up with consistency and effort. She does not waste energy on people who are unsure about her because she knows that the right man will be sure. This kind of self-respect naturally filters out low-effort relationships, leaving space for the kind of deep, fulfilling love she truly desires. Her abundance mindset extends beyond just romantic relationships. It is reflected in every area of her life. She is not desperate for attention because she is already fulfilled within herself. She does not need constant reassurance because she has already built a strong sense of self-worth. She does not allow past disappointments to make her bitter or closed off to love because she understands that every experience is a lesson, not a life sentence. This openness and trust in the universe make her incredibly attractive to the kind of man who is also emotionally secure and ready for a meaningful connection. A woman who believes in abundance is not just looking for love. She is creating a life that is already full of love, joy, and fulfillment. She knows that she is the source of her own happiness, and because of that, she attracts partners who complement her rather than complete her. She understands that true love is not about settling, chasing, or proving her worth. It is about alignment, energy, and the confidence to know that she is deserving of the very best. A woman who attracts the best men understands the power of femininity. She does not see it as a weakness, but as a profound strength, one that allows her to move through life with grace, magnetism, and deep emotional intelligence. Femininity is not about appearance, nor is it about following outdated societal expectations. It is about energy, the ability to be open, receptive, nurturing, and confident in her natural essence. When a woman embodies this energy, she does not have to chase love. She naturally draws in the kind of man who values, respects, and cherishes her. In today's world, many women have been conditioned to believe that femininity is synonymous with passivity or dependence, leading them to suppress their softer, more intuitive side in favor of hyper-independence. While independence is an essential quality, an overly guarded heart can create barriers to deep, fulfilling connections. A woman who has closed herself off emotionally may find herself attracting men who are emotionally unavailable, reinforcing a cycle of disconnection. She may also struggle with allowing a man to provide, support, or protect her in a way that deepens intimacy. While she might crave a strong, devoted partner, she unconsciously pushes away the very thing she desires by holding on to rigid self-reliance. A feminine woman, on the other hand, understands balance. She is independent, capable, and strong, yet she is also in touch with her emotions and unafraid to express vulnerability. She does not view receiving as a sign of weakness. She recognizes that relationships thrive on polarity, the interplay between masculine and feminine energies. Just as masculine energy is naturally inclined toward leading, providing, and protecting, feminine energy flourishes in receptivity, emotional depth, and intuition. When a woman embraces this, she allows herself to be pursued, adored, and cherished without feeling the need to control every aspect of the relationship. One of the most attractive qualities of femininity is emotional intelligence. A feminine woman does not react impulsively out of fear or insecurity. She responds with grace and wisdom. She knows how to communicate her needs without being demanding, how to set boundaries without being harsh, and how to inspire devotion rather than force it. She understands that a high quality man does not respond to aggression or emotional chaos. He responds to warmth, softness, and a sense of peace. This does not mean suppressing emotions, but rather mastering them. She allows herself to feel fully, but does not let fleeting emotions dictate her actions. Her presence alone creates a sense of comfort and ease, making her a refuge in a world that often feels harsh and chaotic. A feminine woman also embraces her sensuality, not as a tool for manipulation, but as a natural extension of her being. She moves with confidence, speaks with warmth, and carries an energy that is magnetic and inviting. She is fully present in her body, taking care of herself, not just for external validation, but because she deeply honors her own well being. This self care extends beyond physical beauty. It includes emotional and spiritual nourishment as well. She engages in practices that keep her connected to herself, whether it be meditation, dance, nature, or creative expression. She understands that when she feels good within, she effortlessly radiates that energy outward. She also knows the power of receptivity. Many women are conditioned to prove their worth through effort, overgiving, over-explaining, and overcompensating in relationships. But a woman who embodies her feminine energy knows that she does not need to prove anything. She trusts that the right man will recognize her value without her having to convince him. She allows love to flow toward her instead of forcing it. She knows how to receive with grace, whether it be compliments, gifts, affection, or acts of service. This ability to receive makes a man feel needed and appreciated, deepening the bond between them. Additionally, a feminine woman does not chase or control, she inspires. She understands that a man's devotion is not something to be demanded, but something to be naturally drawn out by her presence. She creates a space where he feels safe to be his authentic self, where he feels appreciated, and where he feels like a hero in her life. She does not compete with his masculinity. She complements it. This dynamic allows both partners to step fully into their natural roles, creating harmony and deep attraction. She also understands the art of mystery and allure. She does not feel the need to overshare, over-explain, or be constantly available. She maintains a sense of depth and intrigue, not as a strategy, but as a reflection of her self-respect. She has a rich, fulfilling life outside of the relationship filled with passions, friendships, and personal growth. This makes her even more desirable because she is not looking for a man to complete her. She is simply looking for a partner to share her already beautiful life with. A woman who embodies her feminine energy does not engage in power struggles. She does not approach love with an "I don't need a man" mindset, nor does she operate from desperation. She moves with certainty, trust, and openness, creating an irresistible energy that naturally draws in a high-quality partner. Her love is soft yet strong, gentle yet powerful, and deeply transformative. A woman who attracts the best men understands the power of self-love. She does not seek validation from a relationship or a partner to feel worthy, whole, or complete. Instead, she already knows her worth, and because of this deep inner confidence, she naturally draws in men who respect, cherish, and admire her. Self-love is not just about treating oneself well. It is about setting the foundation for every relationship in life, particularly romantic ones. A woman who truly loves herself operates from a place of abundance rather than lack, making her presence deeply magnetic and her relationships profoundly fulfilling. Many women unknowingly look to relationships to fill emotional voids, seeking reassurance, approval, or a sense of identity from a partner. They may not realize it, but this energy of seeking external validation often results in attracting men who either take them for granted or fail to meet their emotional needs. When a woman does not fully love herself, she may tolerate poor treatment, settle for less than she deserves, or become overly attached to relationships that do not serve her highest good. She may accept inconsistency, mixed signals, or emotional unavailability because deep down, she fears that if she enforces her standards, she will be left alone. But love built on fear is never truly fulfilling. It is fragile, unstable, and dependent on someone else's action. A woman who truly loves herself operates differently. She does not enter a relationship from a place of emotional neediness, but from a place of completeness. She is not looking for a partner to fill an emptiness within her. She is looking for a partner to complement the already full, beautiful life she has created for herself. She is not desperate for love because she already gives herself the love she desires. This internal fulfillment allows her to attract men who respect her because she respects herself first. She does not settle for someone who treats her as an option because she sees herself as a priority. She does not chase after love because she knows that true love will never require her to abandon herself in order to receive it. Self-love also affects how she carries herself in relationships. She does not tolerate behavior that makes her feel small, unimportant, or unseen. She does not allow herself to be strung along or kept in situations where she is not valued. Because she knows her worth, she has strong boundaries that protect her emotional well-being. She is not afraid to walk away from what does not serve her because she trusts that better things are always available to her. This quiet confidence makes her incredibly attractive. Men sense when a woman does not need them to complete her, but chooses to be with them because they add joy to her life. This is a powerful distinction that shifts the entire dynamic of relationships. A woman who embodies self-love also prioritizes her happiness. She does not put her life on hold for a relationship, nor does she make a man the sole focus of her existence. She has passions, dreams, and interests that fulfill her outside of love. She invests in herself, her growth, her health, her personal development, because she knows that she is her own greatest asset. When she radiates joy from within, it is contagious. People, including high-quality men, are naturally drawn to her energy because she exudes a sense of peace, purpose, and self-sufficiency. This self-love also influences the way she communicates. She does not shrink herself to make someone else comfortable, nor does she suppress her needs in fear of losing someone. She speaks up for herself with confidence and clarity. She expresses her needs, desires, and expectations without fear of rejection because she knows that the right person will honor them. She does not play games, manipulate, or engage in unhealthy relationship dynamics because she does not operate from insecurity. She is honest, authentic, and aligned with her truth, which makes her relationships more meaningful and deeply connected. A woman who loves herself does not compare herself to others. She does not feel threatened by other women, nor does she compete for a man's attention. She knows that what is meant for her will always be hers. She celebrates her uniqueness and embraces every part of herself, flaws, imperfections, and all. She does not criticize herself or engage in negative self-talk because she understands that the way she treats herself sets the standard for how others will treat her. She does not look to a man to reassure her of her beauty, intelligence, or worth. She already knows it within herself. When a woman radiates self-love, she attracts love in its highest form. She does not attract men who play games, who are emotionally unavailable, or who are unsure about her. She attracts men who see her, value her, and want to be part of her world. She does not have to force love, manipulate situations, or chase after anyone. Her presence alone is enough. Love flows effortlessly to her because she has already cultivated it within herself. When a woman truly understands her worth, she no longer chases, settles, or compromises in ways that diminish her. She becomes a force radiating confidence, emotional depth, and self-assurance. She operates from abundance, knowing that love is not something to desperately seek, but something that naturally flows to her. She embraces her feminine energy, allowing herself to receive, to inspire, and to create space for a man who values her at the highest level. She sets standards not as a test, but as a reflection of the deep love and respect she has for herself. And most importantly, she embodies self-love, knowing that she is whole, complete, and worthy of the very best, with or without a relationship. The best men do not respond to neediness, desperation, or games. They are drawn to women who move with certainty, women who exude joy, and women who refuse to settle for anything less than the extraordinary. When you step into this version of yourself, love will no longer be something you struggle to find. It will be something that finds you effortlessly. So go forward with confidence, knowing that you are worthy of the best love life has to offer. Good luck, and thank you for being here today.